Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, it's Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 7. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 29, Allen. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards that time.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
26 Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Allen from the gun on third down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And some room to work. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big gain of 39 on third.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
26 Mike. All day, baby, all day.
Now Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. To throw is Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, glancing down here at the Week 4 NFL schedule, a couple of games that I have circled, Charles. Arizona at the Rams, a couple of 3-0 teams. But Sunday night, never going to be short of drama in this one when you've got Tampa Bay and Tom Brady going to New England.
Yeah, and Gronk going along with him, right? Where Tom goes, Gronk goes. But I'm really proud of you, partner, because you actually added a second game because, let's face it, the whole league is focused on the one that you mentioned on Sunday night. The whole world is focused on that one. That is going to be dramatic. But you mentioned Arizona and the Rams. 3-0 teams in the NFC West, arguably the toughest division in the league. One of them is going to come out and lead that division likely. How about a few others? Kansas City at Philadelphia. Can the Chiefs get back on the beam on the road And will they have their coach Andy Reid back? Big
touchdown, Packers. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
The return man is Hill. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Returning it, Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On play action, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. The give is to Jones. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A give to Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. And he is going to have a Packers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Allen going to get this one to Singletary, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing is Allen. Check down to Breida. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give running left is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Taron Johnson able to pick it.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On first down, here's Breida. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And here in overtime, if the team that receives... So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a first throw here in overtime.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Rodgers now on first down.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Again, it's Jones. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.